Hello and welcome to a lovely morning on Cairngorm Mountain. Following our 2-day backpacking trip where we were in full winter mountaineering gear with boots, crampons, ice axes, poles. Today I'm going to have a try at ski touring, and I believe this is something that should be fairly accessible for UK backpackers if you can ski. So I've hired some ski touring gear from Ellis Brigham in Aviemore, and I'm going to have a go on the Cairngorm Mountain ski area. Some light ski touring, a little bit off-piste, and I think it's something we should all think about if we're a UK backpacking skier. Imagine accessing areas like this off-piste, or the Brecon Beacons or the Cheviots in Northumberland, is all perfectly accessible and reasonable. So the major difference between the skis, so on the left here is a pair of ski touring skis. They tend to be wider and lighter, and this is a pair of downhill or alpine skis. So the major difference is with the binding. So this has got a fixed binding where the heel will be retained all the time, and like all ski touring skis, it's got a mechanism that will either lock the heel down or it'll release it. With this particular one, you just lift this over the top here, just bear with me a second, and then the heel will lift up, and then you can start to like walk uphill. Plus there's skins that go with it as well, but more of that later, and more on the difference with the boot. Pretty harsh with all the spin drift. I remember coming here when I was 13, having only done dry slope skiing and having a bit of a shock, but absolutely loving it as well. So the difference between the boots, and Josh has got a standard alpine boot on, so it's got a little bit of flex in it, but it's a standard kind of like downhill boot, not very comfortable for walking in, and a fairly smooth sole. Now the ski touring boot is a little bit more flexible, a little bit slimmer in profile, definitely a lot lighter, and if you can see that, it's got a grippy commando style sole on it. And also they'll have a release at the back. You just pull that up and it makes the boot a lot more flexible. It's like a walk mode. So yeah, welcome to Scottish skiing. It's great snow, but poor visibility. So far, to get used to the equipment, we've just been piste skiing, and I have to say it feels very much like ordinary kind of like alpine or downhill equipment. Pretty easy going really. And the idea of me making this video is not as an introduction to ski touring, because this is obviously my first day attempting ski touring equipment. It's just to show that it's somewhat accessible. You can see that guy going past before. There's lots of people on the hill, so in the ski touring gear, going up and then adventuring off a little bit off-piste, and that's what I'm going to do next. Now I've been on a few downhill runs. So, intermission. Rest assured, it smells worse than it looks. Right, let's have a go now putting these skins on. So you store them kind of wrapped up like this, and the skin itself is like seal fur. It's meant to be. It's smooth going one way, and it's got hair going the other, so when you're gliding forward it slides. When you pull your foot back or put force down to go uphill, the little hairs going in one direction kind of like grip on the snow, slide the other way, grip and slide. And then the tip of the ski has got this little hole in that this grommet goes through, and it's got a clip at the back. there'll be lots of different systems for this. I mean, one of the key differences that I've got with my gear here is ski touring boots all have this little hole at the front, and most of them have like what's called a little pin system. It's a very lightweight binding system, but mine's just high gear. So the skins have like glue on the back. This is not terribly fresh, and it has to be renewed every so often, but it just helps it to adhere to the ski base. As you clear that plastic off, you have to make sure that the ski is nice and clean, there's no snow on it. So first impressions are pretty good. It's obviously less glide moving forward, but you know, the ski just sticks as you come back. And I've just gone to the side of the piste, or this little lift here, but already it feels like I'm stepping out a little bit into the mountain environment. So you can see that it slides forwards like that, but as soon as I try and pull the ski back, it's pretty stuck. Now I'll show you a picture of what the crampons that come with them. I haven't bothered bringing them with me. I think the French word is couteau. So it's like a set of blades that fit under the binding that give you grip when it's really, really icy. But yeah, good. So I'll have a little wander up here and see how far I get, and then I'll have to take the skins off, clip the bindings in and come down. Okay, the idea is now that with ski touring you leave the pisted area and you venture off into the Arctic wilderness. So that way is the summit of Cairngorm. If you saw the other video, the 2-day backpacking one, that's where we went up, came down, but we went across the plateau and camped. But today I'm just going to have a little scooch here. So it's very cold, visibility's poor, and I'm on my own. So I'm just going to go a little way, see what the snow conditions are like, see how comfortable I feel, and then come back down again. Cheers. Okay, that'll do me. I've gone about halfway up to Cairngorm from the ski station. It's very cold, visibility's bad, and as I've said, I'm on my own, and you know, skiing conditions aren't perfect at all, visibility's poor. So yeah, a little foray off-piste, and then get these skins off and go back down. So yeah, I'm just having a little go at this, and it's fantastic. So the idea is you take baby steps and then increase your skills and confidence. And this is by no means a guide to ski touring. There's guys up here in Scotland that are absolute masters at it. They just roam the plateau and they're extremely competent. So I'm just having a little go, you know, and the average skier, the average backpacker, have a little trial. And I would encourage you to do the same. It's very, very easy to access. I rented the kit from Alice Brigham in Aviemore. Jerry there, a lady, was extremely helpful. She was fantastic. So I'd encourage you to give it a go. So yeah, let's get these skins off and carefully ski down, and then I'll rejoin my son back down at the bottom of the piste. Cheers and thanks for watching. If you like this video and you appreciate my suffering, please click on the buy me a coffee below. I'm trying to raise funds to buy a Garmin Inreach Mini 2 for use for me when I'm in environments like this, and for when I take the scouts out in my role as a scout leader. Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for watching.